Good morning, everyone. I'm Derek with Back to Bright, and this is our March edition of Free Softwash Friday. It's happening on a Thursday today because this is a special place that we wanted to interview, and some of these people are not here on Friday, so we're doing it today. We're here today at ProjectLIFT. They work with at-risk teen boys who were probably heading down the wrong path, and they show them a better way. I'm here today with the Program Director, Mr. David O'Brien. Regional Director, Mr. David O'Brien, and the Program Director, Mr. Jimmy Page. I'm also here with Gabe, Tay, and Gage. They are students here, I guess you could say. And we're gonna interview these people and find out a little bit more about ProjectLIFT, how it started, where it started, and what they do for these young men, and what their goals are for in the future, where they want to take this program. So Mr. O'Brien, can you tell us a little bit about where this started?
So
and why?
Sure. It started about 10 years ago in South Florida, a town called Palm City. The guy who started it was a psychotherapist, and he was working in a big institutional building that all the kids from teen court and drug court were getting sent to them. And just like you would expect, they were forced to go there and they had to sit with a counselor. The guy would say, "So what's going on?" They'd say, "Nothing." And they'd say, "Well, how you doing?" "Fine." And that would be the end of the conversation. It'd be pulling teeth. And all the counselors, all 50 of them, said the same thing. It was just no progress, that kids would just pass the time until their requirements were over. So the guy who ended up founding ProjectLIFT, he said, "I got to try something else." So he took the guys fishing behind the building. And when they were fishing together, they started actually talking, because they weren't really, sitting on a couch, eyeball to eyeball.
In the office setting, yeah.
Right. So as it turned out, he, decided, well, let me try this. And he quit that job and opened up his own place, hired a friend of his who was an auto mechanic. He said, "Hey, would you be willing to fix cars while I do psychotherapy side by side?" And they started with 19 kids after school. And it grew. Now they got a 10,000-foot building. They have 11 different vocations that are going on in the building. So they do, they fix cars, they fix boats, they do screen printing, which is like T-shirt making. They do computer graphics. They have an HVAC system that they're teaching guys on. They do carpentry, welding, so a whole variety of different opportunities.
Mr. Jimmy, can you tell us a little bit about the programs you have going on right here in Dunnellon?
Yes, this is the first expansion of ProjectLIFT. Currently we have carpentry, we have computers, which will enable kids to actually learn how to build robots. We've got bike repair, we've got gardening. We're going to bring online screen printing. And we've got some other vocations that we're currently working on to bring online.
Mr. Jimmy, do you have local businesses that are participating in a mentorship program for these young men?
Yes, and that's part of the beauty of this city. We've been able to network with different businesses throughout the city through an apprenticeship program. We have a young man that's working in culinary arts. We have a young man working in computer repair. 2 auto mechanic shops that are teaching basic auto mechanics. And we're hoping to expand that also. We also have an outreach program where we go out to the community, and currently we have 2 people that elderly that can't take care of their lawns, so we do that for them.
Okay. So the young men are also involved in charity work?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very much.
A little bit about the charity work. Me and you spoke previously. I think you take in bikes and do something with those with the young men?
With the contributions from the community, like bikes that nobody wants, we take them, refurbish them, locate somebody in the community that needs a bike, we give it to them. We do the same thing with automobiles and boats.
Okay, that's amazing. So you're teaching the young men the spirit of charity in the process of getting them a high school diploma and teaching them life skills.
Yes.
That's awesome. So one of the things you mentioned that's going on here, I believe, is welding. And yes. I think we have a recent graduate with us, Mr. Tay. And from what I'm hearing, he has the potential to be an amazing welder. And that's a great career path, because you can make a solid living being a welder. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience here?
I first came in, I don't really know like I wanted to do. So like I tried, I think it was auto mechanics, and then he had the welder guy come in. I was like, oh, I want to try that. So I tried it and I liked it, and I was doing it, and he was saying it wasn't bad for my first time. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna look into it. I looked at like the flooding and stuff that was involved with it, and I was like, that's it, chief. That's it, chief.
So you graduated,
Yes, sir.
and you've been taking part of the welding program, and you're showing a lot of potential. And where are you going from here? What do you have lined up now because of Project Lift?
My diploma, I got that, and me and my grandpa, we just got a welder.
Okay.
So because of this place, I was like, we gotta get a welder so I can start.
I think there's something more though. There's something you told me about a job here soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working at Duke Energy.
There we go.
Yeah.
See, that's an open door for you.
Yeah.
Walk through it, brother. Walk through that door.
I also start a new job today.
Today?
Yeah.
Start a new job today?
Yeah, at the restaurant.
Okay. Okay. Good job. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Gabe, right?
Yeah.
Gabe, I want you to tell me a little bit about what Project Lift has done for you. Maybe where you felt you were before.
Yeah, before I came here, I was a year behind in school. Didn't think I was going to graduate because it just felt hopeless. I felt like no one was putting in the effort to try and teach me what I needed to learn to get through. And then when I came here, I got to work, and now I'm about to graduate only like 4 or 5, 6 months in.
Wow, that's amazing. You've caught up that year behind in school, and now you're about to graduate. So you're 17, almost 18, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, congratulations. Do you have any goals now that Project Lift has since they seem to have given you hope? Do you now have goals that you aim for now?
Yeah, I eventually want to end up going to college to get my business degree.
Okay.
Um,
Come manage my company one day.
Maybe. Yeah, I want to go get my business degree and potentially open up my own business at some point.
Any ideas on what type, or you just want to be a business owner?
Rather not disclose.
Okay. No problem. No, hey, it's okay. All right, and we have Gage here. He's new to the program. Can you tell me anything about what you've seen so far in your short time in the program? If you see any potential in it.
I see potential.
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for participating with me today. One more thing I'd like to ask from both of you. What do y'all need from the community?
So we're always looking for people who will come who have vocational skills, and they can train guys in different things. So we have volunteers. We don't have paid staff because we're a nonprofit. And one guy who was an electrician, he was excellent. He actually redid the lights in the kitchen here with Gabe, and we were very excited about him. And then he had to go get chemo for cancer, and we haven't heard from him.
Oh my goodness.
So, we're always kind of having turnover, and we need a lot of people who are really committed to saying, I know how to do this particular skill. I'm an electrician, I'm a plumber, I can work on boats, I can do screen printing, I can fix bikes, I can, come in and tell us what you know, and we'll try to make a spot for that. The guy who came in here with the computer stuff, that's not part of what goes on in the headquarters. And he said, I can teach computer programming and eventually robotics. So
wow.
we said, well, that sounds like a great skill for these guys to have. Let's make it happen. We didn't say, no, we don't do that. We only do auto mechanics. We tried to make it work, and this guy's really committed, and he's been here. So it doesn't matter what the particular skill is. If people have it, they can come. We need teachers to be tutors. We also need all kinds of equipment. Well, we always need equipment to be able to do the things that we need. And of course, as you would imagine, financial backing is never what it needs to be.
Yeah, I can imagine. Mr. Jimmy, is there anything you'd like to add as far as what y'all need from the community to help Project Lift grow and exceed its goals?
Yes, Monday, this coming Monday, we're gonna start the after-school program, and that's vocation only. And we're asking for referrals, you know, whether they're in school or not. In some cases, you know, there will be pay. Now, with the after-school program, it's brand new. We're serving ages 14 to 19. The people come in, they get an opportunity to learn a remarkable trade. We need volunteers for that program. We have some right now that's online that's going to start Monday. But any support that we can get from the community in the way of helping to train these young men in marketable skills, you know, we're always open to that. You know, and like Dave spoke about, you know, monetary donations, that goes without saying because we're a nonprofit. But I think that what we have to offer this community is viable. I personally appreciate the reception from the community. You know, they seem to be happy that we're here. And, you know, we're always brainstorming on how we can make it better.
Right, and we're hoping to have about 10 to 15 young teenage guys here starting Monday.
Okay.
So we have 3 to 6 in the full day program, but the after school program can be much larger because it's not all day, it's a couple hours.
Okay.
And, you know, we usually will provide transportation. We'll get them at the school, bring them here, and we'll get them home at night. And then we also will do, we have dinner at the end of the night.
Okay. How do you find candidates, or how can candidates find you?
So the biggest thing is that we work through the school system. They tell us who would be interested, but we also hear from teen courts, the drug courts, because we have licensed mental health professionals that are in the building here all the time. And what they do is they counsel the guys, like the founder, under the hood of the car. They're not sitting in an office taking 45-minute appointments. They're constantly talking to these guys. I mean, they worked with Tay. You should have seen Tay before. I mean, he's like a different person. The amount of mental health care we had to do, electrolysis, I mean, I can't, you know, shock therapy, we had to do like a frontal lobotomy. We did everything. We pulled out medieval techniques, and look at him, you know, he's doing much better. But the therapists are actually really helpful because guys come in and they might have substance abuse issues or depression or anxiety or family issues. And all these guys can attest to it. I mean, they get the chance to talk with somebody who really can help and, you know, work through that. So we want guys who other places can't take care of, can't help. You know, like they say, well, you got a drug problem, get out of here. Or, you know, you can't handle your emotions, you're always getting in fights, we don't want you. You know, you're not focused, and so you're a problem. No, that's not a problem here. You know, that's what we're here for.
Okay. So to find you, you have a website, right?
We got a website, but we also
What is this website?
It's ProjectLIFT MC, you know, like Marion County. ProjectLIFTMC.com.
Okay. Do you have a phone number, an office phone number that people can contact to? Can you tell us that phone number?
You want to tell me?
352-465-9009.
Okay, thank you. And go ahead. Yes, sir.
With the counseling, like David spoke about, one of the main things about our counseling technique is it's untraditional, you know, and it's designed to destigmatize quote-unquote regular therapeutic counseling. You don't have a young man sitting on one side of the desk and the therapist sitting on the other side of the desk. A lot of times they'll just close down or say what they think you want to hear. By doing it the way David explained before, they're more relaxed, they're in a work environment, and they're more apt.
They're more apt to open up to you.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great approach because standard doesn't work on everybody.
Exactly.
So I want to thank you all for what you're doing here.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy.
Appreciate you.
And I want to thank y'all for being brave enough to do what you're doing.
Right.
It's not easy. It's not easy. So I want to thank you for being brave enough to be part of this program. I want to thank you all for watching. We're about to go outside and clean this building from top to bottom for these people because as our Free Softwash Friday program was designed around, nonprofit organizations can't allocate the funds to maintain the exteriors of their building. This is a historical building, so we're going to take extra good care of it. If you need our services, please call us at 352-445-4840. remember, Softwash gives back. Thank y'all and have a blessed day.